As of March 1st, 2026, Russia will implement a comprehensive suite of changes to civil aviation regulation that will impact the certification of alternative components, modernization of the regulatory framework, and deployment of digital control systems. These measures are indicative of a strategic trajectory toward technological independence, which has become particularly urgent in response to sanctions and a significant decrease in the availability of original parts and equipment from abroad. The Russian equivalents of components for civil aircraft, aircraft engines, and propellers will be certified by the Federal Air Transport Agency, Rosaviatsia. The primary objective of this measure is to establish a legal foundation for the production and usage of domestic substitutes for imported components, thereby enabling Russian airlines to preserve the airworthiness of foreign-built aircraft that are still in operation. Manufacturers of these components will be permitted to provide products for foreign aircraft repairs only after receiving official sanction from Rosaviatsia. The review will encompass a comprehensive testing cycle, which will cover the analysis of technical documentation and the verification of industrial production capabilities and durability under operational pressures. The certification results will be entered into a specialized register that is incorporated into the Federal State Information System, Aviasert, which will serve as the industry's central digital platform. According to Russian industry publications, Aviasert is being developed on the basis of the experience gained from the introduction of digital public services in the transport sector, which includes the automation of processes in the maritime and railway industries. The system will establish a unified database of dependable information on components that have been approved for operation and their manufacturers in the aviation sector. This will prevent the introduction of counterfeit or substandard parts into the market. The sharp decline in supplies of foreign components is a direct consequence of the expanded sanctions against Russia's aviation sector in 2022-2023. The servicing of engines, the supply of spare parts, and the updating of onboard equipment for Boeing, Airbus, Embraer, and Bombardier aircraft, models that are commonly used in Russia, was discontinued by European and American companies. Prior to 2022, Russian airlines were significantly dependent on parallel imports, which involved the acquisition of parts through independent technical centers and third-country sources. Nevertheless, the strategy of developing and legalizing domestic equivalents became more important due to the increasing costs of such supplies and the tightening of controls by Western jurisdictions. Manufacturing capacities that were previously concentrated on components for domestic aircraft, including the Sukhoi Superjet 100 and MC-21, began to be modified to accommodate the requirements of foreign aircraft fleets. The United Engine Corporation, Technodynamica, Voronezh Joint Stock Aircraft Building Company, and various private suppliers are among the most significant participants in this sector. The Russian Air Code has been amended to mandate the certification of the procedures for the development and production of lighting and meteorological equipment used at aerodromes, as well as radio technical devices and telecommunications systems. These systems guarantee the safety of airspace control, navigation, and takeoff and landing operations. As sanctions have resulted in the cessation of supplies from foreign providers such as Thales and Indra, Russia has been compelled to establish its own alternatives. Furthermore, equipment used for the operation of unmanned aerial systems will be subject to mandatory certification. Unified safety standards are necessary for the expansion of Russia's civilian UAV market, as drones are currently employed in logistics, forestry, agricultural monitoring, and surveying. By 2030, the domestic UAV market volume is expected to exceed 150 billion rubles, about $1.6 billion US dollars, as per the Russian Association of UAV Manufacturers. Additionally, regulation will enhance user confidence in locally manufactured equipment. The Aviasert federal system is designed to streamline certification and oversight throughout the entire process. From the submission of an application to the addition of an approved component to the register. It will be incorporated with the Unified Government Services Portal, enabling electronic interaction with Rosaviatia. This will reduce the time required for document review and expedite the introduction of new products to the market. The life cycle of aerospace products will be monitored by the system, which will encompass certification, decommissioning, and disposal. This is especially crucial for aviation safety, as the operational history of each component will be associated with a specific aircraft, and any incidents associated with that component will be analyzed to enhance standards. Aviasert establishes long-term conditions for the development of a domestic ecosystem for the manufacturing and servicing of aviation equipment, thereby allowing localized enterprises to compete on an equal footing with former global suppliers, as emphasized by Russian technical circles. The amended regulations for aviation incident recording will be implemented on March 1, 2028. In accordance with the international recommendations of the International Civil Aviation Organization, they establish standardized procedures for the documentation and investigation of incidents. However, these procedures are customized to the operating conditions of Russia across various climate zones. This will facilitate the development of more precise statistics regarding anomalous situations and failures, which will subsequently influence the enhancement of equipment and components. The regulations governing the transportation of dangerous goods by air will also undergo modifications. New standards for packaging, labeling, and routing will apply to the transportation of explosive, radioactive, and chemically active materials. These changes are directly correlated with the increasing volume of domestic logistics, which includes the shipment of lithium-ion batteries for industrial use and unmanned aerial vehicles. The law also mandates the presence of feldsher or paramedic stations in airport terminals to provide medical assistance to passengers and personnel. This is another innovation. This measure is associated with the necessity of improving aviation safety standards and ensuring the well-being of travelers. It will enable the rapid response to emergencies prior to the arrival of ambulances in main transport hubs with high passenger throughput. Federal Law No. 36-FZ, which was enacted on September 29, 2025, contains the above-mentioned measures. The law establishes both general and specific certification requirements for legal entities that are involved in the development and production of aviation equipment, including systems for managing unmanned aerial vehicles. It is anticipated that the law enforcement practice of 2026-2028 will serve as a foundation for a comprehensive revision of Russia's civil aviation regulatory framework. The aviation industry of Russia is presented with strategic opportunities by transitioning to certified analogs, which eliminates dependence on foreign entities. The country will be able to supply the domestic market and export to nations that do not support anti-Russian sanctions, as it will have the requisite technological foundation and competent personnel. Contracts for the delivery of spare parts and engines for airliners to Iran, Belarus, and numerous CIS countries are among the examples. In the long term, the implementation of such policies could expedite the advancement of modernized versions of Russian aircraft that are completely equipped with domestic components such as radio technical systems, engines, and auxiliary equipment. This will establish the necessary conditions for the gradual phase-out of aircraft manufactured abroad and mitigate dependence on global supply chains. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Also, please take our channel membership, which is very affordable, to encourage us